Hey guys, so if you're new to my channel, this might be a little bit confusing, so I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of a rundown of what's been going on in my life and who I am. So I'm STEPANKA, a YouTuber, and I suffer from a rare blood disorder called aplastic anemia. I have a severe form of this disease, and when I was diagnosed, I was very, very ill, and I was probably 1 or 2 months away from dying, which I hate saying that word, but I mean, that's the shape that I was in. I was very, very lucky to catch my disease in time. Now, what is aplastic anemia? It's so rare that it affects only about 1 in a million people. The only cure for aplastic anemia is a bone marrow transplant. My doctors decided that because of my age and because of the fact that I didn't have a perfect sibling match, that we would try a treatment called ATG. And it's very, very similar to chemotherapy. And I went all the way to Bethesda, Maryland, to the National Institute of Health to participate in a research trial that involved not only this type of treatment, but it also involved another experimental drug, which is supposed to boost remission rates. And so if I were to go through with this treatment for the next 2 years, it could only put me into remission, but it'll never cure me of aplastic anemia. I will always have like this evil mutation in my blood. And so I had my 3-month follow-up with my team of doctors at the National Institute of Health just about a week ago. And it was a very, very nerve-wracking appointment for me because at about 3 months, people usually begin to exhibit signs of improvement. And if not, then the discussion of bone marrow transplant becomes at the top of the list of topics to discuss. So I basically went into my appointment with 2 things in my head. Either my treatment is working and I'm well on my way to getting into remission, or the treatment is not working at all and I'm going to be needing a bone marrow transplant sooner than later. So I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what the verdict was, but first I wanna show you something that was sent to me by an amazing company called Wigs By. And this is an online wig store, and they have very, very affordable, great quality wigs. They have synthetic blend wigs, and they also have human hair wigs. And someone who is being faced with potentially having to get a bone marrow transplant, I've started looking online at places where I could maybe buy a wig, because if I were to undergo bone marrow transplant, I would lose all of my hair. So it's just nice to know that there are stores online that offer beautiful, good quality wigs for reasonable prices, because I know that some wigs are like insanely expensive. They're like up there in the thousands. So I've already opened this box before because I just like could not wait to have a look at it, but I'm gonna do an unboxing for you guys right now just to show you. So the wig comes in this plastic package, very, very neatly packaged, and it comes in this hairnet. And I love, love, love this color because it is just so, so natural. It is like a honey caramel blonde, and it has a ton of dimension. It is a lace front wig. And what's really great about lace front wigs, it's very, very natural. It creates a very realistic hairline, so you can't really tell that you have a wig on. It's not too long, not too short, and oh guys, I wish you could feel this hair. It feels so freaking, it feels softer than my hair. The photo that they showed on the site is this, and so I can vouch that the actual wig that came looks a lot like the picture. And what's really great also is that you can customize what kind of color you want. They have a lot of color options. I think they had like 3 or 4 different shades of blonde for this particular style. I'm gonna show you guys an insert of what their website looks like so you can see what some of these wigs look like. And even if you're not a cancer patient, the selection of wigs is awesome just for anybody who wants to change up their look, change up their style. They're not the cheapest wigs that you're going to find online. Like for example, you can find really cheap wigs on Amazon, but I think that if you want to wear something that's going to look real and is going to look nice and is going to last a long time, you're much better off investing a little bit more money and getting something that's actually good quality. And I still can't believe the price for this wig and the fact that it is real human hair and that it's just so beautiful. I'll show you guys the inside of the wig. So it is full lace, and then it has this right here with the strap so you can adjust it to the side of your head. And another thing I really love about this wig is that it's very, very lightweight. So I feel like once it is on your head, you probably won't be able to feel it too much. Wigs By is also awesome because they not only include a wig, they also provide you with a rhinestone comb, for your wig, which looks like this. They also give you this pamphlet right here, which shows you how to put your wig on and also how to wash your wig, which I think is really, really great. And then you also get not one, but 2 wig caps. You also get these optional clips to sew into the wig if you want to use it that way. So yeah, I'm super, super impressed, and I really, really want to thank Wigsby for sending me this wig. Honestly, it is so amazing, and I'm so impressed, and I just can't thank them enough. They're an amazing, awesome company, and I would highly, highly recommend them. I will link everything in the description box below, so make sure you guys go check that out. So yeah, I went to my appointment. I had a full day of tests done. I had an EKG, I had a ton of blood work, and I had a bone marrow biopsy, which was honestly so painful. And the reason why we did a bone marrow biopsy is because on top of having aplastic anemia, I have an increased chance of developing other bone cancers, such as acute myeloid leukemia and myelodysplastic syndrome, which is pre-leukemia. A lot of people who have aplastic anemia get sick with these diseases later on in life, and so it is something that I will routinely have to be monitored for, and it's very, very scary waiting for those results. Last time I had a bone marrow biopsy done, they said that there were no cancer cells, so this time around they were checking again to see if any new cancers had formed. I also don't really talk about this very much on my YouTube channel, but I also have another very rare blood disorder called paroxysmal nocturnal hemoglobinuria. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but the short version of that is PNH, and it basically means I basically have a colony of red blood cells in my blood that just spontaneously burst and cause hemolysis. Right now my PNH clone is being monitored to see if it grows or if it stays the same. It is something that can turn into something very, very serious, so it is something my doctors are keeping an eye on. Right now it is a very small problem in comparison to my aplastic anemia, but yeah, sometimes I think that Taylor Swift's song Bad Blood was written about me, because my blood sucks. Like, every problem that I could possibly have, I feel like I have. So after my big day at the hospital of getting tons and tons of tests, I waited in a room for about 40 minutes until my team of doctors came in and gave me the news. And my doctor had a smile on her face, which was a good sign, and she looked over my numbers and she said, "This is really, really encouraging. I don't think you'll be needing transfusions anymore to keep you alive. I think your bone marrow is finally beginning to produce its own blood cells. Previous to getting treatment, my bone marrow was not creating any red blood. It wasn't creating any platelets, and it wasn't creating any white blood cells. And right now my bone marrow is beginning to start up, and within the next 3 months, I should be seeing a much more drastic improvement, and I will be on this treatment for 2 years until it is deemed successful or unsuccessful. But right now it looks really, really promising, and I'm so happy, like so relieved, because the past 3 months I've been so scared that it wasn't working. I didn't feel ready to like go and dive right into bone marrow transplant because it's so scary. Like, it was just like a huge weight off of my shoulders to know that my treatment is working and that I am like getting better, and it's just like good to know that I can start planning for the future, because before I didn't know if I had one, and now I feel like I do. So it's just like, I feel like I can finally be a normal person again. Like, I kind of like have my life back a little bit, like not completely, because I still can't do a lot of stuff, and like I'm still in pain here and there, but I just feel really, really, really lucky. So I'm just very happy. And I still go to the cancer center twice a week to get treatment, but since 2 weeks ago, I haven't been getting any transfusions. My numbers are still really, really low. Like, I'm still severely anemic, and I'm still neutropenic, and I still have really low platelets. But I don't need new blood. Like, my body is beginning to make its own, and slowly those numbers are going to start rising. Getting treated at the cancer center, you meet a lot of people, and at the beginning of my treatment, I met somebody who a nurse recommended I talk to, and she also has a blood disease. And one day this nurse I had was like, "This girl is here, she's your age, she has like something similar to you, and I think that you guys should go and talk to each other, and I'm gonna go talk to her, and if you both like wanna go talk to each other, you guys can go talk to each other." So she arranged for us to meet, and like we hit it off. She's like the nicest, most positive person ever. Like, before I met her, I felt so alone, and I felt like such a weirdo. I like felt like, what's wrong with me? Like, why is this happening to me? Like, I felt like life and God were just like singling me out. And after getting to know her, it makes me feel so much less alone. and I admire her so much because every time I see her at the hospital, she's like always has a smile on her face. And I know it's not easy for her all the time. Like, I know that she goes through struggles just like I do, but she's just a very, very positive and encouraging person to talk to. And she's currently going through chemotherapy, and since I will not be getting a bone marrow transplant at this point and I will not be losing my hair, I will be giving her this wig because I think it'll look absolutely beautiful on her. And I really want to thank Wigs By for giving me the opportunity to be able to give my friend this awesome gift. But yeah, so that's my update video. I'm sorry I'm so teary-eyed. I've had such a freaking crazy past couple months of my life. And I'm just like so grateful that I'm okay. And this past weekend I went out and I felt like a normal person again, and I'm so fucking grateful for everything. My apartment, my family, my friends, my dog, like everything. I feel like the luckiest person alive right now, so thank you so much. Oh, I'm being so dramatic. Okay. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Holy crap, I like need to get it together. That's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all of your support and your kindness. I love you so much. And whatever you're going through, guys, I just want you to know that you can handle it, that you can get through it. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Check out Wigs By because they are freaking awesome. Like, seriously, can't thank them enough for sending this beautiful wig. And also make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.